We've made the first half of the key lime special from Florida from my aunt. We're about ready to come back and make the second part. I like to come back and make the graham cracker crust itself. You can go to the store and buy it, but it just doesn't do that good. Basically, you take the graham crackers, you get a little bit of butter, you get a little bit of brown sugar, mix them up. I'll show it to you again. I've done it before. Now, while we were sitting here cleaning up from the last thing, we always make messes and whatever, and it kind of pisses you off. But as I was coming back through, the confection sugar went on to my 30 key lime pies. I'll clean that in a minute. But to make this recipe, use real key lime pie. It makes all the difference. You could use regular lime. There's a big bag of key lime, and some people will use the concentrated stuff. So anyways, and then you got a couple eggs. That's the basic ingredients. Come back and I've cleaned up the mess that I made, and it'll happen to you and everything. Only two real hard things about this recipe is squeezing up the limes. Of course, I cut up about 30 of the key limes, and making the graham cracker crust. Compared to the key lime cake, this is simple as pie to make. And we'll show you as we get further along. I'm going to have to come back and squeeze all the limes and put them in. One of the things I always tell people, be careful. Once you squeeze the limes, come back in and strain it to get the seeds out. The seeds don't taste good. Come back and squeezed about 30 key limes. You can notice I've got about 3/4 of a cup. What I like to do, you can see my little squeezer I squeezed them with. I'm going to strain that to get the seeds out, but this is a trick my aunt taught me. With all this left over here, if you'll just kind of boil it down a little bit, it'll intensify the flavor, and you can add that to the key lime, and you get a very nice taste. We've got roughly 3/4 to almost a cup of key lime. I've got a little bit of sour cream there, 2 to 3 eggs, can of condensed milk. All you do is just kind of mix this stuff together and put it in the oven for about 30 minutes and then let it cool down. I've whipped up the sour cream, the key lime, everything looks good right there. I've mixed it up good. I've got my graham cracker crust baked, and we're just going to pour this right on top of it. It should be just about enough to fill to the top, and we'll put it in the oven and let it cook for 30 to 40 minutes, and it should be ready. Here's the key lime pie. It's been in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. We've let it cool down. I'll put it in the ice box before you serve it. If you want, you can make a meringue go on top, put a little Cool Whip, or you can just kind of eat plain. What's really good about this is finding the original key lime. The key lime juice makes the pie. So bon appetit. Come back to MotherSonCooking.com soon.